3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Puff and Steph hanging out on your Tuesday. Hey, friends, thanks for making us part of your day. We're glad that you do so. Steph, what's crack-lacking?
Hi, happy Tuesday. I forgot what day it was.
Tuesday. I think we like kind of color-coded a little bit. Like your color matches my color kind of a little bit. Like they play off each other.
Yeah, it actually does look nice together. Inevitably, I'm always wearing Susquehanna field hockey clothes. Never fails.
Me too. The difference between you and me is I wear them off camera.
Right.
You wear them on camera. So.
Right. You know what? Actually, I should get you a Susquehanna field hockey shirt. Would you wear it if I ordered one for you?
Sure. I'm size husky. All right. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. I decided to kick off this show talking about food.
Yes, I love it.
Fark asked readers, what is your odd eating habit confession? And some of these are very weird, and some of them are not. One is, and if you do any of these or have a comment on any of these, please chime in. One is, I lick the plate. Literally, I waste no food, I lick the plate. Have you ever licked the plate?
When I'm at home, yeah. When I'm in public, I do more of the scoop method, right on the edge of the plate, just so I don't look weird.
And you're just like, oh my God, I wish no one was looking at me because I would lick the plate so hard.
Exactly. Don't waste food.
This one I was a little like, this is not weird. Someone says, I wipe corn on the cob with a butter stick. So you take a stick of butter and you rub it on the corn on the cob? That's not weird.
Not at all. That's genius. That's the way to do it.
Okay, good. Because I was like, am I weird? Because I've been doing that for years. That's not that. Or if you get the things where you stick on either end of the corn on the cob and you just put it on top of the butter stick and roll it.
Oh, yeah.
Also a good one. Sometimes I eat dry instant oatmeal with cold milk, no heating at all. Yeah.
That's probably not too bad.
I divide everything up into 5 bites, and I chew the first in the back left side of my mouth, then the back right, until all the teeth have exercised chewing. If it is something small like a fry, I divide it up into 2 bites, left side and right side. Okay, this person has some sort of mental problem.
Yeah, that's weird. That's just plain weird.
Could you imagine?
Why?
Could you imagine? And everything goes back to dating, right? Can you imagine going on a date with someone and you look at them and they put a piece of steak in their mouth and they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Yeah, I'd have to leave. That's just too weird.
You'd have to stay because I would be mad. I'd be like, oh, you should have stayed and gotten content for the show. You're a jerk and you're selfish.
That is true. That is true.
I only eat M&Ms 2 by 2, sorted by colors. Okay. M&Ms are eaten according to color and count. Wow.
That's weird.
I eat the Crunch Berries and Captain Crunch last.
I do that with Lucky Charms. You save the best for last.
I've noticed that when I eat toast or a sandwich, I'll start at the bottom right corner of the bread. Not sure why, though. I open a bag of cheese puffs and leave it open for a few days until they're soft and chewy. So you let them get stale?
Ew. Yeah, that's called stale, not soft and chewy.
Okay. I use my tongue to gently unroll a ho-ho, like a Swiss cake roll, then fold it into a rectangular shape and eat it. What?
That's interesting. So
Now,
they just unroll it.
But with their tongue.
Oh, that sounds very, sensual.
Yes, I bet you're... Do you do it while making eye contact with strangers? Because that's even worse.
Right.
He stared at me from across the room, unrolling a Swiss cake roll with his tongue. I knew I had to have him. I unwrap Starburst and make little sandwiches consisting of 4 squares, each one of each flavor. Okay. I've been known to save the flavored cereal milk in the fridge, put more cereal in it later to make double-strength cereal milk.
That's a lot of work. That's really intense.
All right, weird food habits. There's a big one that we've talked about with me a long time ago, and we will talk about it. But Steph, You got to have at least one. Everyone's got something.
I guess I like to take the cheese off my pizza and eat it and then eat my pizza. Like just like the sauce and sometimes I scrape the sauce off and I just eat like the bready part of the pizza.
Really? That seems pointless.
Yeah, it's weird, but I really like the cheese on its own, and then I like to just have like the bready part of the pizza and dip it in ranch. So that's weird. I also eat tomatoes like apples. Like I could live on tomatoes, just biting into them.
Really? I've never seen you do that.
Yeah. I go through phases with it, but for the last like 2 months, I've been eating like multiple tomatoes a day, just like an apple. I love them.
Interesting. Well, I think it's time. It's been a long time since we talked about it. Do you know what I'm going to talk about?
I know exactly what you're going to talk about.
What is it?
Chicken nuggets.
Okay, yes. And this can only be accomplished with McDonald's chicken nuggets. They don't work with Wendy's. They don't work with Burger King. Only with McDonald's chicken nuggets can one do this because of the way they're made. And I don't do it all the time, but I do it enough. Okay? I don't even think I've done it in the last month, but I have done it in the last 6 months. Okay? I bite all around the chicken nugget, both on the sides and the top and the bottom, and I pull off the outer coating and eat that first, and then I eat the inside, the white meat chicken.
The inside of the chicken nugget.
So I eat like the breaded thing first, and then because if you've ever done that, it's not like hardcore attached to the white meat chicken. The batter, the breading, whatever you want to call it, the outside, it separates itself from the meat very easily. You can't really do that with a Wendy's chicken nugget. You can't really do that with a Burger King chicken nugget.
It's not the same.
It really can only be done with a McDonald's chicken nugget. Don't know why I started. Don't know why I do it. I just do it. Maybe it makes them last longer, savor the flavor. I don't know. But I can tell you this for certain. The meat underneath the breading is in fact seasoned. So, yeah, you can
I didn't know that.
Well, if you took it apart, like I did, if you deconstructed the chicken nuggets like I did, you will see that it's seasoned.
See, I wouldn't have known that if it weren't for you. Where would I be without you?
Yeah, a lot of people are in the dark about this. But that is the one weird thing I do. When I saw the story, I was racking my brain because obviously the chicken nugget story I knew we'd talk about, but I can't think of anything else that I do that's weird in terms of food eating. I think that's just about it.
Right. But that's a good one. And that's one that we need to share like every few months. Like we need to rehash that every so often.
Gotcha. Well, before we go here, we got to talk about how COVID is ruining more things. A Swedish study says that we should stop singing happy birthday because of COVID.
What? What does that have to do? Because of the washing hands thing?
No. At actual birthday parties, we need to stop singing happy birthday.
Because people blow out the candles and spit all over the cake?
You'd be surprised. That's not correct. It's the actual act of singing happy birthday because of the hard P's. Happy birthday to you. I literally just spit when I did that. Happy birthday to you.
To you. I can't even spit if I try. I can't do it. Happy. Nope. It's a lie. It doesn't happen.
No. So COVID's ruining the happy birthday song.
No, listen, COVID has taken so much from us. I'm not letting it take that. Absolutely not.
Happy birthday to you. I don't know who sings like that, but a jerk.
Just sing normally, yeah.
Or just sing under your mask like everyone else. I want you, during the break, to think about the worst driver you know. Okay? Think about it.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
Think about the worst driver you know, Steph, and I guarantee it's not as bad as this woman in Russia. Russian police were called to the scene of a rear-end accident. Police knew the driver well since they'd been to 5 of her previous accidents over the past year and a half.
Wow, they're getting to know her like on a first-name basis.
They ticketed the woman and let her go. And then she promptly rear-ended a truck, backed up, and then rear-ended again on the spot.
Like in the same motion.
Yeah, they said, listen, drive safer. Here's a ticket for rear-ending whatever. You're in the wrong. And she went, okay. Backed up, drove away, immediately rear-ended another car, and this is all right in front of the police, and backed up, rear-ended it again. Police stopped her again. While chatting with her as she sat in her car, she started to roll down a hill because she put the car in neutral and not park. They ordered her to park the car, call a friend for a ride. She wasn't allowed to drive anymore that day. Wasn't drunk, wasn't on drugs, wasn't on anything that would, driving under the influence or anything. She was just possibly the world's worst driver.
So they said, okay, you can't drive for the rest of the day.
You're done. You're grounded. You were grounded.
You're cut off. You can't drive anymore.
All right. Who is the worst driver you know?
I'm thinking of a friend of mine.
You can't say the name?
I cannot say the name. I'm going to choose not to conceal the identity. We'll keep it anonymous. But she, I don't think has ever really even had maybe like 1 or 2 like fender benders, but she's never really had an accident, let alone 2 of them in one day. So she wins. Who's the worst driver you know?
I would say it was my brother because he'd gotten in several accidents, several tickets. But I have to say honorable mention might be you.
What?
And not because you get into accidents, not because you necessarily break the law, but just this past week, you and I were playing in a golf tournament together, okay? And you were pushing the limit on being late. You were almost late. Do you remember what you said to me? I shaved 5 minutes off my GPS time.
Oh, no. Guilty. I'm guilty. But honestly, I wasn't driving that fast. I was following traffic laws. I used my blinker. I stop at stop signs. I'm not a bad driver. I'm efficient.
Now, from your house to the golf course is like a half an hour. For you to shave 5 minutes off a half an hour, like, that's pretty good. That means you were moving a little bit.
Thank you. It is pretty good. I know.
I mean, and pretty fast. It means you were moving. Steph was booking. Steph doesn't see the GPS, arrival time as an indication. It's more of a challenge.
It's a challenge. It is. Yeah, I was proud of that because I was running a little late and I shaved a few minutes off. But I was efficient. I was safe. I didn't have anybody honking at me or flicking me off. I did it safely.
Okay. All right. Okay. So check out this story. Tennessee authorities are still searching for a tiger. This was as of like a couple days ago, so actually I don't think they are anymore. They were searching for a tiger that was spotted roaming in the wilderness outside Knoxville, Tennessee. That's a city. Okay, it's not a rural area. Knoxville, Tennessee is a city. A deputy reported seeing a tiger wandering in a park in the area. There have been several unconfirmed sightings. Tiger Haven, a big cat sanctuary in Kingston, Tennessee, was involved in the search for the missing big cat. They're like, listen, all of our tigers are accounted for. It's not one of ours. The zoo was told to count their tigers, and they were like, 1, 2, 3, 4. All our tigers are here.
All accounted for.
Whose tiger is it? Tigers are not natural occurrences in Tennessee.
Right. So where did it come from?
They don't know. Like I said, the Big Cat Sanctuary, the Knoxville Zoo, all said their tigers are accounted for. Just last night, they called off the search. They're like, listen, we can't find a tiger. We set tiger traps. I don't know what they put in a tiger trap, but they set tiger traps, none of which were tripped. The zoo says it might have been a bobcat, and they're just mistaking it for a tiger. They are no longer searching. They're like, well, if it's a tiger, I suppose it'll show up after it mauls some children in a park.
Well, shouldn't people who work at a zoo know the difference between a bobcat and a tiger?
Well, they never saw it. It wasn't them. It was the deputy, the sheriff's deputy saw the tiger. But then other people saw the tiger too. So I don't know if it was a case of they heard about the missing tiger and then they made themselves see it, or they saw some bushes rustle, in the distance, and they're like, oh, that must be the tiger. Someone call the police. I don't know if it was that, but it's I kind of feel a little fearful for Knoxville people when they're just like, well, it's been 3-4 days, we can't find this tiger, so we're just gonna assume it doesn't exist.
Right, I'm pretty sure they shouldn't just give up that easily and leave a potential tiger on the loose. That would make me a little uneasy with my dogs in the neighborhood or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll stay in Tennessee for this one. A Tennessee woman was charged with public intoxication after being found chewing on a miniature horse's mane, claiming it was candy.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. There's a lot to this story.
Yeah, I have questions.
Her name is Cynthia Teeple. She was spotted at a home in Tennessee last month, according to officials. She was seen shirtless, eating grass and dirt, and or from the horse enclosure, and then chewing on the horse's mane near its head. So the hair that comes down in the middle of the horse, she was chewing on that. She after being approached by the deputy, she went, "The horse's hair is made of Laffy Taffy."
Oh no! What kind of drugs do we got going on here?
Meth.
Wow. I was going to say maybe she's just really hungry and we should all come together and get her some grocery money, but I guess there's more to it than that.
Nope. To answer your question, it was meth. Yeah. She actually admitted to taking meth. So the deputy was like, "Are you sure it's like Laffy Taffy?" And she was like, yes, it's definitely like Laffy Taffy.
Okay. I bet it is.
We tell you these stories not to pick on this person, but as another just kind of anecdotal example of why you shouldn't take drugs. At least not the ones that are going to make you, like, put any part of an animal in your mouth that's still alive. Because I like steak.
Right.
But
That's different.
But the cow's been dead. Okay. Never have ever wanted to chew on a horse's mane. But if I took meth, maybe. Never know.
You never know.
Don't knock it till you try it. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, COVID takes away another thing.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
I don't know how much of a big deal this is. It's more of just like another example about how COVID sucks. You know, how this coronavirus life is awful. So to some people, this might be a big deal. To others, it'd probably be like, whatever. I didn't even know Halloween peeps were a thing. But apparently there's going to be no Halloween peeps this year.
Oh no, my family and I are big Peeps people, and I know people love or hate them. We love them. Although I don't actually, now that you mention, I don't know if I've ever had Halloween Peeps.
Well, the one thing, have you ever tried to roast Peeps over a fire?
No, what a good idea.
You should, because it caramelizes the sugar, crusting them, so it's like that much better. Just saying.
I like the sound of that caramelizing.
Yeah. Anyway, Just Born, the company that produces Peeps, said the decision came after the company temporarily halted production earlier this year in order to ensure the safety of the workers. So they couldn't make the Halloween Peeps. And I guess they made some Christmas Peeps too. But, I mean, nobody really buys either. It's all about Easter. It's all about the Easter chickadee things.
That's the focus, yeah.
It is not known at this point if Peeps will be back at Easter.
Why wouldn't they be? What does that have to do with COVID?
What do you think? The clock strikes 0 and 2020 is over and 2021 is there and coronavirus magically disappears? We might still be in deep with this. Who knows?
But what does that have to do with Peeps? I'm not understanding the correlation.
Well, they're not making them right now, so they don't know if the factory's going to be reopened in time to make them for Easter.
I know, but why aren't they making them? What is the correlation with COVID?
They said the decision came after the company shut down production earlier this year in order to ensure the safety of workers. So they
See, to me, my issue with all this COVID stuff, since you didn't ask, I'm going to tell you, there's no consistency. Like, other factories are open and, like, you no offense, but, like, we kind of got to move on. Like, you don't want all those people to be out of work. Like, let them go back with the proper precautions and start working safely.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get Hershey bars, right? Like, I'm thinking of other candies. If we can get, jelly beans, and we can get, we talked about the ketchup candy canes. If we can get the ketchup candy canes,
right?
Why can't we get the Peeps? Like, it is a business by business thing, and maybe there's something involved in making Peeps. I don't know.
Maybe
that's like way more in depth. Where like, no, in order to make these Peeps properly, all of our workers have to be entirely naked. Like,
who knows?
I don't know. I really don't know what the deal is, but. Yeah, I mean, Steph, you just got mega angry.
I know. Well, I just don't understand it. If there's certain regulations, okay, but nothing's consistent. Like, movie theaters aren't allowed to be open, but, like, everything else has opened back up with regulations. And now you're trying to tell me you're going to take away Peeps? No, I will not stand for that.
You notice how Steph was all, like, happy-go-lucky till I mentioned taking away food?
I get worked up about food.
I will not stand for it!
No way.
You take away our freedom, but don't you take away our food. All right, let's do some stumping of Steph. 38% of women surveyed said they would be shocked if a man did this outdated activity on a date. What is it? It's an outdated thing. Women would be shocked. 38% would be shocked if a man did this.
Opening the car door.
No, but you're close. You're very close.
Opening the restaurant door.
No, but you're headed in the right direction.
Picking them up at their house.
No. You're a little bit further away now. But you're in the right vicinity in terms of, like, gentlemanly thing to do.
Helping them out of the car.
No.
Cleaning the car for them before they pick them up.
Oh my God, that's got to be a month. You have to do that. But no.
Not everybody does that.
Oh, hit a nerve.
No, I'm just saying, like, stuff like that isn't as common anymore. It really isn't. Is it something that happens when you're actually on the date, like at a restaurant?
Yes.
Pulling the chair out before she sits down.
There we go.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's hard to find.
Yeah, that is an outdated activity. Women would be shocked, 38%, if a guy.
Yeah, I would too.
More than half adults surveyed said this is not appropriate to do until after the third date. What is it? Now, because this is very broad, I'm going to give you a big hint to lead you hopefully down the right way. It is something you talk about. So more than half of adults surveyed said this is not appropriate to talk about until after the third date. What is it?
Like going back to one of your houses?
No, it's an actual like thing you talk about.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I thought you meant maybe he would like bring it up like, you want to come over?
Hey, what's up? Do you want to see my video games? Hey, what's up? I'll open the car door for you. Pull out your seat.
Is it talking about salary or money?
Nope. That's a good answer though, but no.
Is it like talking about like future, like having kids, getting married?
No, I don't know when appropriate. I don't think a first date is appropriate for that, but you know, it also could be a light topic of discussion, having kids and stuff.
I think you need to talk about that early on. And it makes you seem crazy, but like, why are you going to keep dating if you both have different goals?
Yeah, no, I tend to agree. That's not right, but yeah.
So it's something that maybe is like inappropriate to talk about too early?
It could be a little personal. Some people keep this close to the vest. Other people they're open books.
Ooh, your weight.
Okay, hold on. On date number 3, listen, Steph, I'm so glad that you wanted to go out with me again. I have such a great time with you. You're amazing. I was so excited for this date. How much do you weigh exactly?
I'm finally ready to tell you how much I weigh.
No, it's not weight.
Is it politics?
Yeah, it's politics.
Okay, good.
Oh my God. Listen, I've never told anyone this, but the number on the scale is...
Here, I really like you a lot, so it's time to tell you how much I really weigh.
It's time to be real and be honest. Yeah, I'm this. Take it or leave it. All right, everyone. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Have a great day. Remember, 3rd date is when you tell someone how much you weigh.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.